The world is a show. All the political actors are literally that, political actors from central casting. I didn't say it. Trump said it. We'll get into that. And we were right about everything again and again and again and again. We were right. Always. Oh,
we're always right.
Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome to the Matt Kim Podcast. I'm your host, Matt Kim, joined by my co-host, Mr. Peter Saddington.
What's up, my friends? Smash the like, or stroke the like button gently and welcome SARS. It is the Matt Kim Podcast. You know, Matt, it is exhausting being correct all the time.
Dude, people say, oh, you guys are crazy, you guys make shit up, blah, 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 blah. Our hit rate is phenomenal.
We're actually better than Alex Jones.
Our hit rate, I mean, we have to be batting like 80%.
Easily. Making the calls, waiting a couple weeks, a couple months, and then finding out that all the Indos who are throwing poo in our DMs, we were right.
Right, over and over and over again. I don't want to gloat too much, but yeah, eat a dick. We were right again and again and again. About always.
Hey.
And I say this often. I would rather be wrong.
Not wrong, because if you're right, that means the world is burning.
And we laugh about it, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, Trump talked about central casting. Apparently, everything's a play. What's going on, Matt?
We may have the highest hit rate on the internet. Someone give us some credit for that, please.
We don't. Where's
Will slacking. Will's hit rate is very low.
Yeah,
but
we gotta pump those numbers up, man. Pump those numbers up. No, our hit rate has been fantastic, and we're not growing ego here. But
just a little bit.
It's just facts.
Our little hat gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, the tiny hat is getting bigger. I wonder what's happening.
So this is the first episode we've put up in 2 weeks. We missed last week.
Well, you've been sojourning all over the place.
If you don't want to hear us update our lives, skip to the next section. Timestamp. There's timestamps, bro.
Figure it out.
Go to the next one. But it's good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
I know that you've been gallivanting all over the world. You've been up in New York. You've been up in Mexico.
Down in Mexico.
Down in Mexico. Let people know, because you have a lot of people who like to understand the world of Matt behind the podcast.
I was in Mexico last week for a little bit of relaxation, R&R. My family and my cousin and his family, we kind of got the kids together. We did a lot of, just one of those, you sit at one of these all-inclusive resorts and you eat and drink and whatever else.
Fair enough.
And the kids play. It was a good time. What I did notice about Americans at these resorts in Mexico.
Oh, is it one of those again?
Dude, there's like this weird entitlement that people have when they go to an all-inclusive.
Oh, yeah. Because
it's so
everything's
annoying.
supposed to be all-inclusive, right?
But it
They're
doesn't.
supposed to be served. That's what we're supposed to do as Americans, go to other countries and be served. Yes, massa. That's how it works.
There was this one lady, we were in line at the buffet, and she is going through and picking out through the fruit. She wants to make sure she has a prime piece of every single piece of fruit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's like different sections of all, there's like strawberries and pineapples and watermelon and cantaloupe and guava and whatever else, right? And she's going through and she's like picking away and making sure she gets the prime piece of fruit for every section. It's like eating only the tip of the watermelon, basically.
Exactly.
I'm thinking like, this is so annoying.
Why?
Because number one, you would never do this at home.
No, you just
when your wife or whoever cuts up some fruit for you, you eat the fruit.
Well, if your Korean wife cuts up fruit for you, you eat the fruit.
You're not go, I'm only going to eat the tip of the watermelon.
Oh, you eat the fruit.
I'm only going to eat like the most, the middle of and the tip of the banana only. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. You don't do that.
No, you eat
But
the fruit.
you go to these resorts and you're like, no, well, I paid for the all-inclusive, so I'm only going to eat the prime real estate.
Is that really, that reminds me like of a decade ago. Is that the word trigger? Is that triggering for you to see an American picking off the choice meats, the choice fruits. Why does that trigger you so bad?
It's because these are habits that you would not do at home.
Oh.
And you go out somewhere and all of a sudden you feel entitled that you deserve more. So you're sitting there and you're rummaging through, if there's like 5 pieces of beef, you're rummaging through every one to make sure you get the perfect one. And it's so like not thinking about other people that are there with you.
Really?
Because everyone else paid the same you did.
Fair enough.
But all of a sudden it's like, no, I deserve better because I want this. And it's like, dude, just grab a few pieces of fruit and move on.
Will,
like, I don't want to go after you've been rummaging through all of the food.
I think, Matt is projecting a long-lost suffering of pain from his childhood in which he was 6 years old. I can see it now. His homies were picking the strawberries, and he got the small strawberry, and it scarred him so bad.
I get the bottom, the white part, and then someone else just took the tip.
It's like,
dude.
He got the small, dinky strawberry, and it scarred you so bad that this triggers you. When fat, white Americans who are 400 pounds are picking out best choice fruits, I mean, you wanted that pineapple.
You are 400 pounds. You obviously are not very selective in what you eat. But now this is your moment in which you're going to be like, all right, I'm going to be very particular about the food I eat. Dude, you're 400 pounds. You obviously don't care what you eat.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
To be fair, I think Asians are like the best at sniping at buffets.
Well, don't do that too.
Will's not wrong.
Like
let's be honest. The most ashamed I've ever felt is watching Asians at buffets.
When the crab legs come out?
Yeah.
Especially the Chinese ladies.
They look,
they're the pros.
They look like cockroaches, scrambling all over it. I feel you, Will. I feel you. I resonate with that.
There was this one lady.
Matt's just pissed off at You know what Matt has? Matt has American self-loathing.
No,
you have self-loathing.
It's just like these little examples of things you see when you travel that's like so annoying, and you're like, no wonder people are like upset or like angry at Americans.
American culture.
Yeah, because in America you criticize other countries that come here and like, oh, they don't do it the right way. But then you see Americans in other countries like, oh, shit, we're just as bad.
Novel idea.
Right?
Fascinating.
It's like so easy to blame another culture when then you look at it from the reverse and you're like, holy shit, like, we're pretty bad.
Well, and that harkens back to a topic that you and I have talked about copious amounts of times, which is international travel.
Yeah.
Right? If you travel internationally, your entire worldview changes for the better. Always, because you realize that humans are going to do human things wherever you go. And it's not Americans are better than Europeans, are better than Australians, better than Asians. No. You have dirty, nasty humans in every single culture doing dirty, nasty things all over the place. And now on the flip side of that coin, you have dirty, nasty, regular humans who just want to be left alone.
Yes.
And live their lives.
Because last time I traveled, I think I was in Mexico, 3 months ago. And I was talking about
what is this sadomasochism? You like go to Mexico, it's your place to go, but then you like nitpick and get triggered by other Americans going there, man. What's the psychosis?
Last time when I was coming back from Mexico, I was at the airport and there was these Indian families everywhere, and I was like, this is insufferable because they have no concept of lines, they have no concept of personal space, and they just take up so much room. And they just complain, and it's like you just don't want to be around them.
Nimsa.
Right? But then this time I go, and then the Americans are like insufferable, and they have no concept of line. And they are like, picking out our food. I'm like, dude, you guys, it's the same.
So maybe it's not culture. Maybe it's actually just intelligence. Because, there's a bell curve, right? You have smart people and stupid people in every culture. I think the bell curve is trending towards the lower end of the scale these days. Like, let's be honest. Don't even think. Shoot from the hip, immediate gut reaction. Customer service today, better or worse?
Worse.
Need I say more? I don't think there's anyone that goes to a retail store today and says, man, damn, that customer service was
phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal. I'm totally
plus.
I'm totally going back there again. No, it's like the cashier didn't even want to be there. She had her iPod, Have you ever seen a cashier with their headphones in? With their little iPod thing? Dude, we would have gotten fired for that back in the day, wouldn't we have? Anyway.
Peter's got the Super Saiyan hair today, by the way. For people that are just listening.
No, hey.
Some people don't know.
Do you remember when I grew out my hair last time?
Yeah.
Do you remember why it went long and then it got cut?
Because it got messy?
No, do you remember, Will?
Yeah.
What was the reason why I cut it?
Because Susan couldn't stand it.
Exactly.
Until you cut it.
My wife said, it cannot be any longer. It cannot go on, sir.
Are you at that line right now?
I told her this time, I'm going to ignore her.
Tough guy.
So we'll see if Peter survives the next Matt Kim podcast.
You said she was actually liking it by the time you cut it off.
Well, that's the psychopathy of women. Is that they'll annoy you and say it's terrible, I'm not gonna kiss you, I'm not gonna, no loving, right? And it's terrible looking. And then when you cut it, it's like, oh, I kind of liked it.
Well,
so guess what? I'm growing it back, and I'm gonna grow it to the point where it's so uncontrollably like raunch, it'll start dreading.
Well, if you grow it out, can you make sure it just keeps on going straight up?
I'm gonna let it dreadlock.
Dreadlock. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool.
That means we're not washing this.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Anyway, moving on.
This podcast episode was brought to you by VP.net, the only VPN that can't spy on you. Moving on. Top of the news. Apparently, we are not starting a war with Venezuela while also starting a war with Venezuela. And we've talked about this. We may be one of the only shows that have been covering this from the beginning.
That's true. That's true. Because we like to double tap and make sure people are dead.
Because remember when the first Venezuelan ship got blown up?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, it's the drug dealers. They're going to have so much fentanyl. They're going to come over and we have to do it because you have to take over the people. And this is a huge problem because Venezuela is where all the drugs are coming from. And then we find out via DEA reports that fentanyl is actually not made in Venezuela, that cocaine does not come through Venezuela, that the DEA and the FBI and all the government agencies know this about Venezuela, that they are not the center of the drug trade of coming from South America and Central America, but actually most of it is coming through Mexico and Colombia. But that's why we're blowing up the ships. And we said, wait a second, this doesn't seem right. Why are we blowing up ships? And how do we know there's drugs on it? We just blew up the ships. But no, it's the drugs. Because, war and drugs.
You know what I love? I love it that you can blow something up, and then after you blow it up, you find out what it is. Oh wait, that illogic actually escapes me. No, you cannot figure out if something was something after you blow it up, because when you blow it up, it becomes no more. So this whole Venezuela thing is confounding to me. Let me postulate a theory. Let me see if I'm correct. Do you think we're blowing up Venezuelan boats because we need direct action in Venezuela? Is that why we're doing it?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, what are we trying to do in Venezuela right now, Matt? Why is America, who is suffering from housing, education, infrastructure, roads, right, giving money to other why is it important that we spend time in Venezuela? Do you even know where Venezuela is, Matt?
Well, I do now because I've seen a lot of the infographics of the Navy ships hanging out.
Now everybody knows where Venezuela is now.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do down there, Matt? Tell me.
Well, number one, it is another regime change mission that also happens to have a lot of natural resources that we want. So
wait, you want it?
No, I don't want shit.
What natural resources are we talking about? Oil?
Oil.
Oh, okay.
The largest oil reserve in the world. There is a leader there that is not U.S. friendly. And if you want the oil and you want the space, then you have to do another regime change mission, kind of like we did in Iraq or every other place we go, is because we want their natural resources and the leader in charge doesn't want to give it up.
So everybody wants to know, because it's the Matt Kim podcast, what is Matt Kim's opinion on this? Matt, do you think we should be sending warships? Do you think we should spend taxpayer money on Venezuela?
No, of course not.
Why?
Because we know through history.
Did you vote for this?
Nobody voted for this. Definitely not. We know through history that these wars and engagements in other countries to go after regime change, go after resources, that we actually don't improve our lives, don't improve our economy. The only thing that happens is the military-industrial complex gains more profit for themselves, that they tear down a country and they make their money on rebuilding it. It never flows down to the public or the people. And the only thing that happens is that we constantly put more tax dollars to go overseas. So we've seen this over and over again. We've seen it with Desert Storm. We've seen it with Iraq. We've seen it over and over in Afghanistan. Ukraine. We don't gain anything.
What are you talking about, Matt? The talking head on the TV told me that I benefit greatly from anything that we do when it comes to other countries and oil.
And the craziest part of it is this story of...
What are you talking about, Matt? Wicked 2 just came out, and those 2 lesbians are they're like amazing actresses.
The craziest part is that there's this story that one of the ships that were blown up didn't actually kill all the people.
Yeah.
So Pete Hegseth gave the order to shoot it again to make sure that they died.
Double tap.
Yeah. And I'm thinking dude, that's crazy. We are literally just murdering people just for the sake of murdering people at this point. How or what we are doing in the United States to... Some of them were literally fishermen. How is it what we're doing and just killing people without actually knowing where they're going, who they're talking to, what the purpose is, if there's drugs on there or not? How is it any different than Israel going and just bombing random hospitals with people in them without any explanation of why they're doing it? How is this any different?
It seems like it's out of the same page in the same playbook. Man.
And then we're like, oh no, Russia, they're attacking Ukraine, they're just blowing up buildings.
Russia?
Wait, are we doing the same exact thing?
Pretty much. So Matt, I have to ask you, I wonder when, and what I'm about to conjure up is going to sound really medieval, but the reality is that if you want to radicalize the world, the best way to radicalize the world is by blowing up children's parents. Because I can guarantee you for a fact that if I was hanging out with my father on a fishing boat and suddenly the fishing boat exploded and my father and his homies died, you know what?
Blood oath.
I would be pretty radicalized, man.
Yeah.
I would say, please tell me one thing, oh Allah, oh God, or whatever I pray to, right? Tell me one thing. Was it the Americans? And the voice from heaven will say, yes, it's the Americans. And then I will say, so shall it be done, right? And so my point of this scenario is this is happening every single day.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's being done, here's the point, on behalf of Americans.
Yes.
You're American. I'm American. Will's American. This is a poor representation. Here's where I'm going to get to the final. When are Americans going to realize that the more that we do this, it's going to end up on our own shores? Seriously. Seriously. Have we not imported millions of people over the last years? Are we not seeing radicalized bases in Texas, in Colorado? It's on the news. Are we not seeing complete outposts of Islamists and radical, Islamic, sects and communities? We're seeing all this.
Okay. Interesting or controversial take. Before we see an attack from a foreign terrorist type of group that is really upset about the United States bombing their homes, before we actually see a legitimate one of those, we're going to see a uprising or something internally faster.
You think?
Yeah. I think people in America are more fed up than even the people that are getting bombed.
Let me say two things. Number one, I don't think it's a good idea to radicalize Venezuelans.
No.
I don't know Venezuelan culture or worldview very deeply. I don't know it at all. But I would tend to believe that Venezuelans are generally a peaceful culture, I would assume. And it would probably be not a good idea to radicalize them against us. we have radicalized the entire world against us in so many ways. And someone thought this up. Let's radicalize other countries by bombing their parents and their relatives. And then, great idea, let's import them to our country en masse. What do you think that fire start? Do you think this is a good fire starter in the middle of America? Is this the scenario that we've created? Because we talk about this with such ease. We bombed Venezuelans in a boat. Some dad got killed. Some fisherman got killed. Some parent of some children got killed. Like, we talk about it with such ease. But dude, that child is now radicalized. Right? They're radicalized. So when is it going to happen in America? When are Americans going to get radicalized?
Well, I think it's happening. I mean,
you think so?
Yeah. Who was the name of the guy that killed the United Healthcare CEO?
Oh, yeah. Mangione.
Luigi Mangione.
Yeah.
His family got screwed by the medical system and the health system, which happens to millions of Americans every single day. You get screwed by the system, and he had enough, and he went over the edge, and he just literally gunned down the guy in the middle of the street.
So we say. Could it be central casting? Who knows?
Allegedly. But that's kind of the example that's actually a real life example of the anger boiling up internally, domestically.
Do you think Charlie Kirk is also a symptom of this?
I mean, I think Charlie Kirk was an inside job. But yes, if the story that it was a shooter that killed him, and that is actually true, which I don't believe, but if it is true, then it would be an example of something internally of people in America being fed up with the system and lashing back. And we're seeing this over and over again, that we actually see more Trump assassination. These are Americans that are shooting and doing it internally. So we're bombing other countries, and we're like, we're creating all these radical Islamists. We're creating all these terrorists. They're going to come here and they create a huge problem. But the reality is that numbers say that most of the terrorism and most of the major crimes of this magnitude are done by Americans. Yeah. So we are creating enemies within because of the broken system, because it is so oppressive, because we are constantly lying and gaslighting people, making them feel crazy, putting them through crazy programs like the MK Ultra program, which is like literally shifting people's worldviews.
Yeah, it was destroying their ego.
So we're actually going out of our way not only create enemies overseas, but internally. And then they come out with, hey, we have a solution. We'll just create more surveillance. We'll create more control. We'll create more levers in order to control the population for your safety. And we say, yes, thank you. Thank you, SAR. We appreciate the safety that you provide us because it is a dangerous world. But they are creating these situations, and it's both domestically and internationally.
Who's they?
$1 trillion question. Trillions.
Is it trillion? Is it trillion? Is it trillion?
Trillions of dollars to this question. Who are they?
So it sounds like if these people, these entities, these individuals, they are creating enemies outside, and they're creating enemies within. That's what you're saying.
Yeah,
you're saying inside and out. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we started
Chaos
the year with
everywhere.
the Trump Cybertruck bombing in Las Vegas, American. We had the same day, the guy ran through the crowd with his truck, his F-250 in New Orleans. That was an American.
Can I?
We have the mass shooters at the schools. Those are Americans. Oof. Right? We had the shooting off the coast of the guy in the boat shooting at the bar. American.
So I'm going to bring up a statistic that
we're creating radicalized humans within the country, and it's because the system says, screw you guys.
So I'm going to bring up a statistic that nobody likes to hear, whether you're left or right. And the statistic is very simple, is that we literally have a mass shooting in America every day.
Crazy.
Google it. I think the mass shootings last year was like 366. It's literally every day. If you take that statistic and you mask it over Ireland, Japan, Australia, we're number one. So, and you say, well, Peter, what about Iraq, Afghanistan? Iraq and Afghanistan aren't having mass shootings every day. They have mass casualty events, thanks to America and Israel. But they don't have mass shootings. Only America takes the prize. Do you look at mass shootings? How many mass shootings did we have last year, Will? Is it like 366 or something like that? Like, people don't like to realize this, but the reality is America is actually one of the most dangerous places on the planet. Like, no cap. So, are we safer here, or are we safer in Dubai?
Should we take people's guns?
Oh, well, we wouldn't want to be cucked like Australia and Canada, would we?
It was 488
488
in 2024.
Man, I was way off.
Way off.
So we're like 1.5 a day.
That's crazy.
1.5 mass shootings a day. Only in America, folks. Only in America. It's crazy. Like, no one likes to. No one knows what to do with that statistic because we crush it. You don't have mass shootings every day in Ireland. If you had mass shootings every day in Ireland, we would be hearing about it, wouldn't we? We'd be like, oh my gosh, Ireland's under siege. Multiple casualty events every single day. If we heard that in Japan, we'd be like, oh my God, what's up with the Japanese? They're going samurai crazy, right? If we heard about mass shootings in England, we'd go crazy. No, they just get stabbed by immigrants there. But, I mean, in America, we completely whitewash this idea. We just ignore it. The fact that mass, meaning more than one, every single day.
How many people have to get shot for it to be considered a mass shooting? Is it more than one, or is it more than 2 or 3? I'm curious.
Probably get our terms correct here. But 480?
Yeah, because it's more than one, it seems like it could be 2, and it doesn't seem as crazy. But if it's more than 3, it's like, holy shit, that's a lot.
But still, we are in America. If you now America's large, fair enough. But again, if you took this statistic and put it into any other country,
they'd be freaking out. Imagine this in China or Korea or
there's no definitive definition, but the federal government considers mass shooting 3 or more.
3 or more.
That means every single day, 3 or more people are getting shot at an event, at a club, at a coffee shop, at a street corner, like every single day. 3 or more people are getting monster killed. Like,
well, mass shooting doesn't mean they all die too. If you get grazed, you know.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So, the point is, people getting shot. People be getting shot in America.
Like Trump's assassination would have been considered a mass shooting.
So I brought this up
because one person got shot, two people got shot, Trump got grazed or shot in the ear, whatever you want to say.
I brought this up in another podcast, and I don't mind sharing it. I got my cousin into Mexico, so I went to Florida State. They had a great exchange program. She was interested in Mexican exchange program, and I was like, dude, Florida State is a great one. Got her plugged in. Ended up marrying amazing Mexican dude. Loved the guy. 3 kids. Live in Mexico City. All that to say, a lot of history in Mexico because of my cousin, and she will tell you, and we've talked about this before, it is safer in Mexico City than any other city in America. Yeah. And she would rather live there.
That's crazy. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that life in Mexico actually isn't that bad.
It's not. It's great. You could live like a king for $25,000 a year.
Yeah.
Like, live like a king.
Yeah. People don't like to hear that. People don't like to think about it. That Mexico is actually pretty safe. That, like, oh no, there's cartels. Well, you have to reframe on like what that means, you know?
Well, the cartel just means that the jefe at the bakery, he's the guy that you just want to make. You just want to make sure that you're good with them. That's all. You just want to make sure that Jose at the bakery knows who you are. That's all that it means. It's the whole. Yeah, that's all it means. It means they're more accessible to the mafia and those guys than the politicians.
Well, talking about the shootings, we had one recently with the DC National Guard.
Yes, and our famous friend James Lee did some research on that.
Do we have a video on that?
Working hand in hand with Secretary Noem, Homeland Security.
Is this the one?
Director Patel has already arrested 500 suspected terrorists since January 20th. We're working hand in hand with Pete Hegseth. And yes, we are bringing in our National Guard to every city we possibly can. Who needs our help?
The way she communicates.
And that's a lot of them. We're tied up, as you know, in a lot of
seems like she's always reaching
right now. These young men and women in the Guard, they want to help our country. They want to be here. clear. They are patriots, yet they will not be attacked by a radical Islamic terrorist who screams by reports, Ali Akbar, before shooting 2 of our Guard members and almost killing more.
Yeah, can you?
So that's a mass shooting.
Well, 2.
Oh, no, so it's not a mass shooting. It's got to be 3 or more. Okay.
So who is this guy? Who is this person that did the shooting?
Well,
I was gone last week, and I came back, and everyone's talking about this mass shooting. It's a false flag. I'm like, dude, I don't know who this is.
so what have you found out?
I don't know. Did you tell me?
Well, here's what we found out, is that two notables, and there's more than that, but these are the 2 things that I went down the rabbit hole. Number 1, apparently the names of the people who were shot and the name of the individual who did the shooting had interesting Google searches in Israel and in D.C. weeks before and days before the actual shooting. So once again, our friend James Lee is telling us that these mass casualty events or these shooting events, somebody is in the know in government before it happens. But number 2, which is the worst part of it, is that the shooter is actually a creation of American intelligence. Did you hear that?
Do we have that video?
A creation?
Well, maybe he'll find it. So is this another example of a false flag central casting type of situation? Because
Absolutely.
we also have the clip of Trump.
Let's see it.
This week.
Let's see what Trump's talking about in central casting.
The 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit led by Colonel Tom Trimble. Thank you very much. I think you waved to me because I can see you then. Let's see. There you are, handsome people. They're beautiful looking people. Thank you. Like Central Cast. I could put you in a movie right this second, and the 3 of you. And I think we'd have a top grossing movie. You don't have people like you in Hollywood. Part of the 22nd MEU is
dropping nuggets.
Also serving in Puerto Rico, the 3rd Battalion, 6 Marines, Devil Dogs, led by Major Ross Gilchrist. Where is Major? Hello, Major. Another central. Is everybody central casting? It's like they're all handsome, tough guys. I don't know what's going on here. But
So he mentioned central casting 3 times. And Trump has a history at this point of referencing central casting. And I know you love to go down the central casting rabbit hole because you think everything's a show.
Yeah. Come on, man. Okay, so let me give you the meta. Trump. Now, I'm not giving Trump like 5D chess here. But what I am saying is Trump is a master of the memes. He's a master at throwing in little nuggets of like, hey, I know, but I'm gonna play off like I don't know, but I know. And and how I'm gonna let you know I know is I'm gonna say things like central casting, central casting. Oh, we don't have people like him in Hollywood. Central
He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
He knows. Let's go back to something that you highlighted earlier. Trump's shooting of his ear. The reason why Trump does not bring that up at all, he does not wave that flag of saying, I'm your leader, by the way, I done got shot. Like, remember what I'm doing for you. The reason he doesn't lean into that is because it was all a show. And he knows it. And his ego, his moral fiber, his integrity as a man, he cannot communicate and talk about the shooting because he knows it's a lie. And the man cannot bring it up.
There was the...
it's a lie.
Someone was writing a book. I don't know if I have it. ABC News reporter Jonathan Karl, in his book Retribution, Donald Trump and the Campaign That Changed America, claimed that upon arriving at the hospital after his assassination attempt in July 2024, Trump's first questions were, how's it playing? How does it look on TV? First questions when he got to the hospital was, how's it playing? How does it look on TV?
Matt, could it be, Matt, that we truly live in a world where everything is a show? Like what I'm saying shatters the ephemeral dome of so many people's mental models. Like, Peter, no, Peter, no, no, Peter, why? You can't. Everything's a show. If there are Google searches for the shooter and the victims a week before it happens, what other logical rationale can I create as an excuse for that?
And these are not highly searched people. These are not people that are common household names where people would Google them.
Nobody gives a fuck about the professors at the University of Utah.
Just happens to be 2 days before the spike. Where did the spike come from?
Nobody gives a fuck about these National Guard people.
And what's crazier is that once it gets called out, within 24 hours, it's scrubbed and it's gone.
Yeah, scrubbed. Completely gone.
And they just revise history.
James Lee, if you're watching, I love you, brother. I love you because no, I seriously love James so much because he screen grabs the receipts. James, you're doing the Lord's work. He's doing the Lord's work, man.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And so again, I don't know if you're on the same ticket that I'm on. I truly believe, Matt, that when Shakespeare said, the world is a stage. It's all a show. I think Shakespeare, hundreds of years ago,
knew.
He was part of the Illuminati. He knew.
He was telling us.
He was telling us the truth. He said, guys, it's all a show. You don't realize that men of industry, men of power, men of finance have the ability to literally create the entire stage. And you think, well, stage, I'm thinking about going to a movie theater. No, stupid. The stage is the world.
Well, because
Lord,
I think it's a combination of both.
If I had Lord Rothschild's legacy and money, I would control the stage. I would control nations. I would do Balfour declarations, give over land masses and countries to an insignificant species group. I would do that.
I don't think it's like a fully scripted stage because there are always variables. I think it's more like reality TV. So if you're talking about a stage and a play, that means that the beginning, middle, and end have been pre-written and it goes according to their plan. I think their plans fall apart all the time. So it's more like you gather characters, you try to create scenes, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't work out.
And there can be some pre-production for some of those because you want to have.
You're trying to lead it a certain way, but it doesn't always work out the way you want. And I think this false flag National Guard DC thing is kind of an example of that because they really wanted to push this narrative of, oh no, it was like Islamic terrorists, and people start picking it apart, and all of a sudden it's out of the news because they're like, oh, this one didn't work. So close it up. Let's wrap it up. Let's move on to another one.
Yep.
This one failed.
Well, no. Didn't fail. Shock factor achieved. Now we need to move on.
Yeah.
Right? People, Trump's going to his advisors. How's it playing? How's it doing? And they say, shock factor achieved. People still fear. Good. People are still fearful. Okay, good. Now, are they going to find out it's all a false flag? Yeah, probably, but don't worry about that.
Yeah, then shut it down. Let's move on to another one. There's nothing else to milk out of this because, again, I think they're onto us here.
So I'm so crazy, Matt, that I conjured up a scenario. Can I tell it to you?
Of course.
Here's my scenario. There is a loose end in my network, Matt, and his name is Joe Smith. This loose end needs to be dealt with. However, I was talking with one of my homies who also has a loose end on his side. There's this lady, big mouth, talks too much. I have an operator that I need to get rid of. You have a lady you need to get rid of. You know what? I think this operator that was CIA created and CIA backed that I need to get rid of, I think he needs to, let's just say, take out the lady that you want to get rid of. And that way we can get rid of both of them. So, like, I'm so crazy that when I watch these things, I create these scenarios, and that's literally what I think happened. I think some guy was like, you know what? We have this CIA guy that we created. We had him do some bad things. Our handler tells us he's losing his nuts. His marbles are gone. He's going a little crazy. We need to get rid of this operator. My other homie tells me that there's these couple National Guards who are digging into things. They shouldn't be digging into things. That's a problem. Now, you need to get rid of these 2 National Guards. I need to get rid of this operator. Why do you think there are Google searches for these 2 National Guards and this operator a week before they get shot and he gets arrested? I don't know. Someone's putting the play together, Matt, is what I'm saying. Now, am I crazy here? You guys let us know in the comment section. But is Peter crazy?
So we know for sure that at the end of the day, the internet is undefeated.
Winner, 100%.
It's like what saves us and what keeps the world in a semblance of rational.
Yeah.
Is because they try to do crazy things and undefeated internet goes, wait a second.
Yeah, this angle of this video doesn't look so.
It's crazy that the decentralized collective of what we call the internet and the internet warriors that are mostly unnamed, somehow they protect us.
They do.
It's kind of crazy how that works.
They do. Yeah, they're like the unnamed warriors that are the ones backing us up, right?
And we've seen through Elon Musk's recent revealing of locations of accounts.
Oh my gosh.
That even the counter to the internet, even that is manufactured because we have accounts flying around all over X that people thought were legitimate accounts. We're finding out that they are bot accounts, that they are based out of India, that they are based out of Israel, that they are based out of Africa.
Yes, Africa and India.
That some of the major MAGA or anti-MAGA accounts are Canadian.
Yes.
People who talk about voting and how they voted, like, dude, you don't even live in the United States, and they're literally putting out tweets about how they should vote.
And they're the ones stoking the flames. They're the ones making us all react.
The whole political landscape is this show, and it's not just Americans participating in the gamification of politics and people's ideas, is that we have not only foreign actors and foreign countries involved, but just a random shitball sitting in the Indian going,
exactly.
I'm going to get involved because I can get monetized.
Okay, Matt, can I tell you a concession, a deep conceit, a deep reveal of my lacking? When Elon Musk turned on the location, I went through my 135 people that I follow, and now I only follow 127.
Really?
The accounts that I unfollowed were from India, Russia, fucking Africa, dude. So hold up. I was so upset with myself, Matt.
Because they have been psyoping you.
They've been psyoping me.
And poof-flinging at you. Okay. And they're calling you poof-flinger at the same time. They're listening to you and they're...
Bro.
You've been manipulated.
I've been... So here, let me try to make it concise as I can. Because my headphones are off. Matt, I was so stupid to believe that Elon Musk turning on monetization would not be completely gamified by the billions of Indians and Africans. How could I have been so foolish? You're going to turn on monetization for rage bait? Who's going to take advantage of rage bait? The Indians and the Russians and the Africans. They're sitting there in fucking Sudan. They're sitting there in fucking Bangalore, banging out banger of tweets, going, the MAGA red is like shit, blue-haired sheepdog are shit, and I'm going there going, man, you're right, yeah, like, this fucking Punjabi's not even fucking in America. Like, I was, and I'm saying this with as much passion as I can communicate because I was truly pwned, truly pwned. How could I even... I truly believe, Matt, and this is the concession, that only Americans took advantage of monetization of Twitter.
It just didn't occur.
I never thought that the billions of Indians would say, wait, Elon Sar has turned on monetization? Elon Sar has given us ability to make lots of money? Oh my gosh. Bro, I was so upset. Go check my account. I'm only following 127 now because 8 of those fucking accounts were fucking from Russia, Africa, and fucking India.
About a year.
Shame on me. Shame on me.
About a year ago, we did the stream with Parseval.
Yeah.
And we talked about the X algorithm. We talked about how it's gamified. We talked about how there's a social credit system built into X. We talked about how there are certain actors that influence and networks of accounts that influence the public and influence how people perceive the world and the news. And we talked about all this. And everyone's like, no, you're crazy, Matt. This is nuts. Like, no, like X is the only place left for free speech. And I said, no, you guys are stupid. You guys are fucking buying into the psyop and the propaganda that X is free speech. That's not manipulated. That's fair. It's not true. And we learned in the last week that Matt was right again.
And in my concession, because I'm just full Monty here. In my concession, I agree with you. I was like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
X is completely manipulated, completely controlled. Little did I know that 8 of the people, I only follow 130 people.
Yeah.
Dude, that literally means 10%. I was pwned by 10% of the people.
Yeah.
That's shameful.
And that's not
Shameful.
including the accounts that you see on a regular basis that you don't follow, but
Exactly.
you see over and over again anyway.
Shameful. I clicked on one and I went through all 130 of them, and I was like, please, fucking Bangalore, India. I unfollowed. I was like, I can't believe this. I've been following this motherfucker for like 2 years.
And the craziest part,
I thought he was American. I thought he lived in New Jersey. Like, dude, like, no,
thank you. Come again.
let me get down to brass tacks. Brass tacks is simply this: the majority of people on X are not American.
No.
And everyone on X who's American who thinks you're getting vibes, you're getting support, you're getting validation on your worldviews, it's just a bunch of Indians.
Yeah.
It's not real.
The population of people that are actually on X American-wise is very low.
It's probably like 15 million.
And this is extremely concerning because our U.S. government and our lawmakers...
Our policies and political worldviews are being shaped by India and Russia.
Correct.
In
They
Africa.
decide what's important to the American public based on what's trending on X. And those trending topics are manipulated and forced on us by foreign countries and foreign actors. And when we say, oh, the politicians are so disconnected from where we are, well, this is one of the prime reasons why.
Yeah. I mean,
This has to actually be solved. If you are putting up AI content, number one, like you're the president of the United States and you're going to put up AI-made videos, the White House and Karen Levitt, they're doing these weekly rundowns of the issues, and that's all AI-generated content with an AI press secretary. Dude, she has a full-time job to be the person who speaks on behalf of the White House to the people, and they are recreating her with AI, and the AI is telling her, if you do AI content, you have to put, hey, here's a watermark, this is AI. If this is a paid advertisement, if it's a paid political post, you have to put, hey, this is paid by so-and-so to make this post. These are things that have to be required for there to be any semblance of transparency and accountability in the United States. This is something that they do not want to do. And, dude, when I saw them release the DHS Twitter page, and that thing was registered and tweeting out of fucking Israel?
bro.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Dude, the official social media accounts of American government entities are actually managed, owned, and located in Israel.
That is, as soon as that came out, everyone's like, no. And they took down location server to everyone. And now when you go, it says United States. Like, dude.
Screenshots, man.
The screenshots exist. IP and Grok was like giving out IP addresses of like where it came from. You know, no, this is not real.
That's why the internet is undefeated.
It's crazy.
And so, here's the thing. This is only what we've found. In my small little anecdotal experience, 10% of my audience were propagandists from other countries. So I'm going to sound very egregious here, but I am 100% certain that X is Americans on X. Let me be very specific. Americans on X, you are being propagandized by the people you follow, and they're not American. Period, full stop, which means let me say this, the literal worldviews of the corpus of Twitter in America is being shaped and manipulated not by Americans. It's being shaped and manipulated by Chinese, Indians, and Africans. It sounds so bad, but that's it.
Well, it could also be that Americans or American interest groups are hiring lobbyists or hiring bot farms or hiring these accounts that are based overseas because they're cheaper to do their work.
What you really mean to say is Palantir hires Israel that hires India.
Correct.
Okay, fine. Just rip off the Band-Aid, okay? No, seriously, that's it. America, Palantir, IBM, Cisco, right? Oracle, Larry Ellison, they pay Israel, and Israel send it to all the Indos. That's how it works.
Talking about Israel and Israel ripping things off, we didn't get a chance to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene resigning.
Oh, she's in our backyard.
She is literally one district over from us.
Yeah.
And we've talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene a lot in the show because I don't agree with her on everything. Actually, there was a certain time that I didn't overly like her.
Fair enough.
But I think she represents her people and the people that voted for her, which I'm very positive for. I think that Congress people should represent the people that voted for them, not for the party in which they represent. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is a clear example of that. She wanted to represent what the people in her district actually care about and not what the party and the MAGA movement wants.
Yes.
And they crucified her, and Trump goes around calling her Marjorie Traitor Brown. And I'm thinking like, dude, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene may have been one of the Congress people that campaigned hardest for Trump.
Yeah, kind of like Charlie Kirk.
And as soon as she turns on some of the ideas, not even all of them, but some of them, and he was like, screw her, she's out. And she resigned. What do you think about her resigning?
When I first heard that she resigned and then I saw the video of her talking about her resignation, my first thought was Charlie Kirk. Now, we have gone down rabbit holes that have not say directly implicated, but let's just say peripherally implicated the highest echelons of our American government intelligence apparatus, which means Trump's involved. Now, was Charlie Kirk with receipts, let's just say, changing his mind on a particular species group and a particular, let's just say, political agenda? Yes, he was. Could this be part of the show in the show of Desperate Housewives, which do people end up getting murdered? Yes, apparently so. And so that was my first thought. My first thought was, man, she is covering her ass because she realizes that in today's 2025 in America, to go against the hats is not a winning proposition. I mean, we have Candace Owens right now canceling her primetime show, which you know I love. I've been missing it for a week now because apparently she has good intelligence that people are trying to delete her from the timeline. So are people like Candace Owens, are people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, are they getting the inside memo?
Do you think this Candace Owens thing is real? Because, number one, there's actually no evidence of it. She likes to just grab any... She does what Alex Jones used to do, or Stu Peters used to do, which they still do, which is you throw a bunch of shit against a wall, eventually something sticks, and that's a narrative you go down until it doesn't work anymore. And she does that too. She's kind of in that same Stu Peters / Alex Jones lane now.
Yes, for sure.
Meaning she's right a lot. She's also wrong a lot.
Yes, she is.
And she'll say something that's kind of really out there, like, oh, they're trying to assassinate me. And the easiest way to not actually have to prove it is just, oh yeah, because they're trying to get me, I'm going to get off the air for a week. And everyone's like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? They're coming after her. And she comes back with a show and everyone tunes in and she's on another topic. And you kind of just move on from it.
And that's what makes a good show.
So is that what it is? Is she just a show? Or is it a legitimate
If
thing?
I were to be completely in line with my models of the world, then she is part of this show.
It's just entertaining.
But damn, it's entertaining.
It's a damn good show.
And when I watch The Desperate Housewives of Atlanta, I really don't want Suzanne to get shot. Just like I don't want Candace to get shot, because the show must go on. So if I were to truly stay to my models, she's part of the show.
Yeah.
She's great entertainment, and she's part of that show. She just understands the game. She understands it well. She's entertaining as hell. And frankly, you guys all well know I tune in regularly. I like listening to her in the background because she says some wild ass shit.
She does say some wild things.
She says some wild shit.
But she has this habit of saying, "Hey, look, I have these receipts," and then she look, I have these receipts from Charlie Kirk, and then she posts them, and like, oh yeah, like, you know, she posted them.
So she might be wrong about Macron. She might be a little off her rocker when it comes to the assassin, the deletion, this type of stuff. But what I will hang my hat on for her is CK. She is going to find out.
I think she is,
whether she gets deleted or she gets finds out. She's going to figure. There is an end. There is a terminal end to her efforts. Is what I'm looking forward to in the show.
I think she is directionally correct.
Oh yes, that's a good way of putting it. She is directionally correct. For
I
sure.
think she lacks in the details. So, I think everything with a grain of salt. I think that, again, the direction she goes is overly, like, more or less correct. I think she lacks in, like, details.
For sure. Just like we lack details in the JFK, right? CK is our JFK. And I'm happy, really happy, because certainly I wouldn't do this. I'm really happy that she is willing to take up the mantle and go all the way. I hope there's a terminal end. The terminal end is she finds the truth or she gets CK'd, right? The show will be fun.
But isn't there the picture of her that she was also part of Central Casting?
She was part of Central Casting.
Did she break out? Did she quit Central Casting?
No, she never quit Central Casting.
Oh, so she's still Central Casting.
I just don't want her to be deleted from the timeline because the show is so good. That's what I'm saying. The show
so you
is
want
good.
her to exist because you enjoy the content she provides, like a Nick Fuentes,
who
was extremely entertaining.
Now he's
going mainstream. He's clearly going mainstream.
He's mainstream now.
So he's taken off the edge. He's going more to the center. He doesn't want to blame the Jews for a lot of things anymore. Fine, fair.
And what's really interesting is he's completely opposite of Candace Owens on the Charlie Kirk issue.
Yeah.
He completely believes that it was just some random psycho.
Yeah.
Some gay dude, some trans dude. Like, so when the fact that he's not willing to educate himself on the clear inconsistencies of that scenario tells me something.
He's Central Casting too. They're all Central Casting.
I mean, the only ones that are not Central Casting are motherfuckers like you and I because we clearly don't make any money. I mean, could you imagine if we were Central Casting? Well, we'd be all over the place. We'd be crushing it. Would we not be crushing it?
Killing it.
So, okay, I'm really going to piss you off then.
I don't know. I don't get pissy.
Okay, this one's going to get you.
Okay, get me.
All right.
Get me.
So, about a month ago,
all right,
we got reached out by Kalshi to see if we want to do a Kalshi deal to like promote their stuff and, use their prediction market online or whatever else. And I showed Will, and I was like, I don't like doing these. But Kalshi did reach out because Kalshi obviously pays a lot of people.
Well, for those who don't know, what is Kalshi? That's an interesting...
Kalshi is what they call the prediction market, but really it's online gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, because I believe that what Kalshi doing is actually illegal. I don't care if they got a ruling from one judge, whatever else. This is a really bad idea. This is clearly gambling, and it will be regulated. Eventually, it will fall, and the people that are involved in it will have to deal with the legal repercussion of it in the future. I'd rather stay away from it now to prevent problems in the future. Although we make money now, we're giving ourselves a huge headache later. And that's why I thought about Kalshi. We actually were reached out by Polymarket last year. We didn't want to do anything with them either. Same reason that I would never touch crypto gambling, because if you do a crypto casino, you are eventually going to get in trouble.
And you're promoting loss of monies to your supporters and followers and subscribers. Like that's a terrible idea.
So Kalshi, now there is a civil lawsuit, and I think in all the states, in which, what does it say?
Kalshi has been hit with a nationwide class action lawsuit in the SNDY of New York for operating a legal online sports betting platform and for duping customers into believing that they're legally gambling against other consumers when they are actually gambling against the house, also known as bots.
Yes.
You're basically getting botted.
Yeah.
Just like I got botted by Indians and Russians
Correct.
and Africans on Twitter.
Correct. The whole thing is a scam.
It's all a scam.
And
this kind of reminds me of Melania token.
Which is at like zero.
Zero.
You
know what the average buy-in was? $12,500.
That's crazy. $12,500.
$12,500 is now worth about on average like $100.
That's crazy.
Dude,
Screwed.
You got swindled by the first lady.
Yeah.
Like, here's why this is brilliant. Can I give it to you?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to admit that you're swindled by Melania. You're gonna go to your homies and be like, bro, I put 60 grand large into Melania token and I lost it all. You're not gonna go to your homies and admit that shit. This is the best swindle ever. Don't you think?
I mean,
don't you think?
You have the Melania token, which is a big rug pull scam. You have the Trump token, which ended up rug pulling everybody. Another one. You have Polymarket and Kalshi, who they say, we are not gambling. We are just prediction market. Dude, you can call it whatever you want. It's gambling.
And what about Trump's sons all in the...
And Don Jr. is on the board of both Kalshi and Polymarket.
What about Binance, his homie? CZ.
CZ gets a pardon. He's out there doing all kinds of shit.
Man, Sam Bankman-Fried's hanging out with Diddy.
Man,
it's just
did you see the picture of Diddy with the gay the gay guy holding his like pocket? Yeah. like Prison Break?
They say it's AI, but who knows? Who knows? You know?
Looks real to me.
Diddy is the type of guy who would run game in the prison.
Yeah, he
would run game.
Dude, he's still Diddy. He's in prison. He's a king.
Exactly.
He's a king of prison.
I could see him on day one looking around and going, look, all y'all motherfuckers. I run this bitch. And which is so funny because he's like not a manly man, you know, like his stature. But I can see him being like, I'll run this bitch. You guys are all my diddlers. You're all going to bend over for me. Like, I could see him doing that.
Yeah, probably promised a bunch of record deals to a lot of people.
Oof.
So Kalshi gets in trouble. We'll see how this goes. But what we are finding out is that you are not betting against other humans. That you are actually betting against their algorithm and their bots.
Have you ever done online gambling, casino type stuff? Have you dabbled in that?
There was a time in my life where...
Was it college?
Oh, a little bit. Yeah, around that. Yeah, I used to like it.
What got you into it? Was it just like...
Well,
was it your Korean homies that got you into it?
I used to like online poker.
Okay.
Yeah, so online poker was a thing then, like party poker.
Yeah, I remember that. The Korean guys in college were all in it.
Yeah, I used to like party poker. I thought it was a lot of fun. I used to run like 4 tables or 8 tables, be able to handle them all at one time. I actually did really well, and then they added that blackjack button. So I'd make all this money playing poker, running 8 tables, and then close out the night by doing a quick blackjack session, and then you lose all the money that you spent 8 hours making. You lose it in 10 minutes in blackjack, and then you play blackjack, and you're up, and you're up, and you're up. Like, oh, I'm never going to lose, and you lose it all. So
let me ask you this: if you were truly pro, what was your average hourly wage?
I don't remember, but I used to do well on party poker. Yeah, I used to do well. But then you figured out that things are botted, that things are rigged, that people have bots in order to track, and the whole thing is crazy. Like, you should not be doing this gambling online. And if you are, it needs to be in a highly regulated market. Gambling is one of those things that needs to be regulated.
Please. And for those that are listening, because I know that we have some listeners that are into online gambling, please listen closely here. I know enough to be dangerous. I can tell you for a fact that the online crypto gambling sites out there are all manipulated.
Yes.
You might say, oh, Peter, yeah, we knew since day one, right? You can't win against the house. In online crypto gambling, the house is everything.
Yeah.
You literally cannot win. So please just be careful out there. Don't get into that game. I know people who've lost their asses doing that stuff. It's not good.
If you are going to gamble, then U.S. laws against actual real casinos are extremely stringent.
Yeah, go to Vegas. Vegas truly is like, it's the experience.
Yeah, they publish their odds. Those odds are accurate. They tell you what their spread is, and there is no gamesmanship in there at all because they are so scrutinized at this point. So that's in the regulated game. And people don't like it because they feel like the odds are too tight. So you go into the crypto gambling, you go into these prediction market stuff. Yeah. But the reality is this stuff has no regulation. We're seeing that clearly with what happened with Kalshi right now.
Yeah. You could just have some guy in the back end be like, all right, let me change the spread.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're wiped out. Bro.
When you're gambling in Vegas or gambling at a casino, the odds are against you, but they're fair against you, meaning you know exactly what's going on and they cannot manipulate data behind you because, again, the whole thing is highly regulated. When you get into unregulated gambling, like crypto gambling, like prediction markets, which are not, like Polymarket's not even a U.S. company.
No.
That thing is based in like some weird Caribbean country and they manipulate those odds all the time.
Bahamas.
You are asking to get screwed. You're better off just investing all your money in Melania coin.
Or Trump vodka.
Trump vodka. Apparently. Are you going to buy some Trump vodka? Would you buy some Trump vodka? Should we order a bottle of Trump vodka, Will?
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm buying one.
Are you?
I have to. And the reason I have to is because this is limited run. Obviously. Like, there are some things that you just have to do. This is one of them.
Well, isn't it funny? They're like, oh, Trump's like working with the Russians. Trump loves the Russians. And it's like, I don't love the Russians, but here's some vodka.
but I'll make money off you. Exactly. Like I had this revelation the other day, Matt, that I truly despise equally now, both left and right. Like I've reached parity. Like I used to be more biased towards right? More conservative. But the conservative and the left,
it's the same.
They're all terrible.
Terrible people.
And we have Trump posters. I got Trump T-shirt. We got a Barack Obama on a with a lightsaber on a lion over there. Like Trump, if you add up all of Trump's grifts,
it's crazy,
dude. Obama didn't grift as much as he did.
No,
there's no Obama. There's
Trump
no
is
Obama
like next
coin.
level grift. It's crazy.
There's no Obama coin. There's no Big Mike, burritos.
Although
only sausages.
If Michelle Obama came out with the Big Mike token, it would crush. It may be the best token out there. If she just owned it and said, "Hey, I'm coming up with a token. And it's called the Big Mike token," she would crush it.
I would actually invest. I would totally throw a couple ETH. I'd be like, "Yo, here's 5 ETH. Let's do it." Yeah. Hey. Michelle Obama, Big Mike. If you created a Big Mike token, I would invest 5 ETH. It's like $10,000.
Dude, I went to the Trump vodka website, and on it, they have recipes for drinks.
Really?
Yeah. They have an entire webpage dedicated to teach you how to make a vodka tonic.
Man.
Like of all the drinks they're going to teach you how to make, they're going to teach you how to make a vodka tonic. It's like, dude, put in tonic and put in vodka. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like someone sat there and designed an entire webpage on how to make a vodka tonic.
We're there. But let's follow the stage if I can remember it. We had 50 Cent make his vodka. We had P. Diddy make his vodka. We had Ryan Reynolds make his vodka. Like, for Trump to make a vodka, doesn't Joe Rogan have a vodka?
Whose vodka was Level? I used to really like Level vodka. Remember that one?
Like, we are, the point I'm trying to make is we are there, man. For Trump to make a Trump vodka, it's beyond clown show.
It's crazy. It's like, how many things can you put your name on and license and say, oh, it's not me, it's like the organization? Dude, people cannot tell the difference any longer.
Yes.
Because everything is intermixed.
Everything is merchandise now.
Everything is intermingled, commingled, which for a lot of businesses is pretty illegal.
Kind of like Charlie Kirk's organization and all the commingling and sloshing of funds and all that. But anyway.
But you have Trump vodka. We had the Trump shoes. We had the Trump coin. We had the physical coin. We had the digital coin. We had, what else have we had? We had the Trump Bibles. We have all the Trump merch made in China, which is hilarious.
You got his son's entire billions of dollars in their founding coin or whatever it's called. Nation coin. I forgot.
World Liberty
Financial.
And then we have Trump Mobile.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
Trump Mobile is a thing. You can pay $47.47 in order to get a thing, which is basically T-Mobile resold. You're essentially buying resold T-Mobile, and you're buying from Trump, and they're making a profit. And they said, we're going to come up with a Trump phone. And originally they said, hey, our Trump phone is going to be made in America. And then someone said, hello, sir. To make that phone in America, it's going to cost us like $5,000. Like, designed in America. And like, hello, sir. But if we design our own phone and they try to make our phone, then it's actually really expensive. Colored in America. Just Chinese phone.
How about
like,
this? Thought of in America.
Thought of in America. It's like, sir, then we actually have to buy the inventory in advance and ship it here, and we have to sell it. We actually don't know how many we buy. We're taking pre-order deposits of $100, and we will ship them. When we ship them, we will ship them in October.
Oh, is this like Indiegogo?
In April or May, they took orders and pre-orders and promising to ship them in October.
This is a Kickstarter campaign?
It is December 1st, and they have yet to ship one.
This is like the Kickstarter and Indiegogo things that I've invested in.
That you never get.
That you never get any of the product.
Never.
I had a moment. I'll make it quick. Long story short, fuck Kickstarter, fuck Indiegogo, because I forgot that I had invested in this one thing, and 4.5 fucking years later, they sent me an email. No, they sent me an email that said, sorry, we couldn't deliver it. And it was like $75.
Yeah.
But the point was, it's like, let's
order a Trump phone.
Let's do it.
$100. $100 as a pre-order down payment, and the total cost of the phone is $500.
I got 5 on it.
Cool.
5 on it. Absolutely.
Cool. 500 on it.
I got
500.
I got you.
500. Yeah, let's order a Trump phone. I want to get one when it releases.
We should have the Matt Kim podcast Trump phone. Yes, absolutely.
We will buy one. We will order one. We will subscribe to the service.
There would be nothing more insane, Matt, to wake up and the first thing that you do is you grab your phone and it's Trump's fucking face. And I'm making calls from the Trump phone. Like, is that not like the comical clown show world that we live in? This is Hollywood. You know those movies where the future is so stupid, with the huge billboards and there's like some fat guy eating like slop and he's like, eat the slop. And it's like, is this a dystopian? We're there. We have a Trump phone. We will order one for the show. We will show it off when we receive it. It may be next year. So turn on your notifications, because the only way to ever know if we ever got it was you're notified. I'm dead serious. I will go in with you.
Cool.
Because I cannot wait till we do the episode. We got the Trump phone.
Yes.
I cannot wait. And
I don't expect that to happen anytime soon. I think the phone that they send us will be a piece of shit with just...
It's gonna be a Chinese Huawei, Android knockoff piece of shit. You know it's gonna be.
Well, even the specs on the phone itself that you're buying for are like really indescript. So like you don't actually know what you're buying. I don't think they've actually figured out the supply chain part, because they really thought that they were going to.
And this is coming from a guy who knows supply chain from China, by the way.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like look, here's the specification for this phone. 256 internal storage.
That's not big.
6.25 punch hole AMOLED.
That's not.
In-screen fingerprint sensor.
The cameras are 50 megapixels, 2 megapixels, 2 megapixels, 16. Like none of this is show stopping. USB-C 3. Okay. Well, they have They have a regular headphone jack, a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack.
And Android 15.
So it is Android.
Yeah.
So what they're basically giving you.
And these are Photoshop, I think, Huawei phones.
What they're basically giving you is the low-level free T-Mobile phone from Huawei.
And if you go to are you showing this, Will, or are we the only ones seeing this? Oh, yeah. Okay. So if you go into the phones that they actually sell you right now, they only sell you refurbished phones. You can't even buy a new phone from them.
So it's actually a refurbished T-Mobile phone that they rebranded?
Yeah. Samsung's S24 renewed. You can't even get an S25. S23 renewed. Apple 15 renewed.
So they're literally just giving you recycled phones.
Yeah.
This is a joke.
You're buying refurbished Indian phones.
This is our president of the United States.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if sometimes I find
this is crazy.
Yes. Sometimes I find the gravity of our emotions just don't translate across the screen. Like we truly live in a clown world where the president is sitting on his throne. President Trump is sitting on his throne going, man, the show is so good. Like Game of Thrones, nothing on this. Our ratings are massive. Bigly, right? And he's thinking, how can I swindle the American people now? Gold phones. Jared Kushner, we're taking over more than Israel. We're taking over mobile too. Like, that's what he's doing.
Refurbished phones.
Refurbished Samsung. At least it's Korean.
So Trump's popularity is dropping regardless of what people tell you. And we're seeing this in the elections throughout the country. And we talked about the initial midterm elections last or 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, Red got crushed.
The one that people aren't talking about right now that actually should be talked about more is Miami. So the Miami mayoral race is up right now. Miami has had a Republican mayor for 30 years. Miami is part of the reason why Florida has been red for the last many elections. The Republicans are about to lose Miami.
Oof. That's a heavy hit.
Trump has endorsed the Republican candidate there and given his full endorsement.
It is my great honor to endorse Emilio T. Gonzalez to be the next mayor of the beautiful city of Miami, Florida. Very successful businessman, civic leader, and former CEO of Miami International Airport, etc., etc., etc. As the former director of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services and a brave U.S. Army veteran, Emilio strongly supports our incredible law enforcement, military, and veterans. So forth and so forth. Lots of law and order. Emilio T. Gonzalez is my complete and total endorsement. Miami. Early voting is December 5th through December 7th, and Election Day is December 9th. Get out there and vote for Emilio. He will never let you down.
He's about to get crushed.
Crushed.
This lady here, what's her name? Will?
Eileen something.
She's gonna win.
So are you telling me that the golden hand of Trump's endorsement
means nothing?
It's actually a bad thing?
I mean, we're seeing it right here. We've seen it because everyone's like, oh no, like New Jersey went blue because that's typically a blue area. Fine. Virginia flipped back blue, but it was historically more blue. Fine. Miami, the city of Miami, not Miami Beach. Miami Beach is always blue.
Yeah.
The city of Miami is red. It's been red for a very long time. It's going to flip blue. And not kind of flip blue. The only reason they're in a runoff is because there was 2 Democratic candidates versus 1 Republican candidate, and the Democrats got split the vote, and you have to have over, I think, 50% of the vote in order to win the race. So now that there's only 1 Democrat and 1 Republican, the Democrat will win by 10, 20, 30%.
This reminds me of midterms that we hearkened back to years ago in Texas and typically red counties that flipped blue. And this is reminding me of those moments in which our administration has failed so bad that they are uprooting traditionally deep-seated red to blue. That means Trump is messing up so bad.
And you can't just say, no, I'm the most popular president ever. You just can't keep on saying that, thinking that that's working. It doesn't work that way. Like, people are frustrated. We're seeing that over and over throughout the country. People are frustrated. What's going on? They're not. You can say the word trillions a million. You can say trillions a trillion times. Doesn't make people feel richer.
Is this not like Mandani? Is this? I mean, like, I think you and I can both agree that he's probably not the best candidate in terms of capabilities.
Correct.
However, could you and I agree that he's a reaction or a response to?
Yes.
So, Miami, reaction and response to?
Correct. People are just like, dude, we voted for Trump. We had high hopes for Trump.
We did.
And it's not working out.
I did.
Not only is he not performing, but he's going in the direction in which he promised to not go. We got lied to. We were screwed. And therefore, as a rejection of what just happened, we will just vote the opposite no matter what.
Dude, Trump has gone full peddler on the roof. Fiddler on the roof. He's gone full retail peddler salesman from town to town. He's selling us phones. I mean, like, he's selling us shit coins.
Vodka.
He's selling us vodka now. Like, does this not sound like a scene from a Hollywood movie of a dystopian future where the leader of your country, the leader of your nation, is selling you dog shit?
Trump dog shit. $5.99.
Well, apparently the golden hand of endorsement of Trump is actually a poo hand of SAR. And if you get the poo hand of SAR, well, we did watch that video of that one guy who went to that poo festival.
That was so nasty.
I think when you end up with the poo hand of SAR, you end up with, bacterial meningitis.
So this endorsement of the mayoral candidate in Miami is not going to work out. Miami is going to flip blue. The prediction markets have the Democrat chance of winning at like 95%.
Oof. Prediction markets are pretty good. So this means that Miami is going to turn into an even bigger shithole than it is now.
It's going to go full blue.
That's really unfortunate because I'm in Miami, like, as you know, every other month for races.
And I thought the previous mayor, Suarez, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Because Miami as a city was like not that great over his 2 terms.
I met him actually.
Yeah, he's actually done a good job.
Yeah, I met him at the Bitcoin conference down there.
Yeah, Miami got cleaned up. Miami brought in a lot of people. Even places like Brickell, which used to be a
complete shithole.
Shithole with just a couple of financial buildings. That's it. It's like nice.
Yeah,
you can walk around Miami.
True story.
Women walk around in the morning in Miami. I know, because I go outside. Oh, look, they just came from the workout.
True.
Nice.
And actually, for someone who travels down there often, Tampa's coming up too now. So I'm hoping Tampa will turn. Well, Tampa will maybe be the next Miami because Miami's now going to go south.
So we're talking about Trump's endorsement. Another race that's coming up that I think people should be paying attention to is in Tennessee.
Oh.
Tennessee's 7th congressional district. They have a special election because the current Republican congressperson has stepped down. So they have to do a special election. This 7th congressional district is what they consider a Republican stronghold. It has been Republican and very much Republican for a very long time. Trump has endorsed a candidate. Actually, Mike Johnson is down there, I think, yesterday and today campaigning on their behalf. They are campaigning there because in an area where the Republicans should win no matter what, it's like a toss-up.
People are getting upset.
It's the equivalent of like Hall County, Georgia, where I live, which is like 80% Republican. It's the idea that possibly could flip blue, which is crazy to think of because I live in an area that's completely red.
Yeah, but the problem is that they're going to flip blue and then realize, as you and I well know, that the blue is going to be non-satiating as well. And then they're going to be like, well, this didn't work. And then they're going to flip back red and realize, they cack smack me again. Like, when are they going to wake up?
Well,
does it really matter?
I think people are just voting for change because we were promised change. We didn't get change. So they're voting for people like Mamdani.
So what you're saying is people are so fed up with the system that they want change, even if the change is worse than what we have now.
They don't even care.
Because change is the operative word. That's
all
what they care
want.
about.
Let's just try something different. That's the only thing people
That's a
care
good way
about
of putting
right
it. Let's try something different.
That's it.
Like, I don't know if the different is better, but let's try something different.
And Trump and, that side is doing the same thing. If you vote for this, what's her name, Will? The one that's winning that may win?
Eileen Higgins.
Eileen Higgins. If you vote for Eileen Higgins, then she hates Christianity, she's going to make everyone trans, and she's going to take away everyone's guns. It's like, all right, that narrative worked last election cycle.
Or last.
But you can't just keep on doing that anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit. People don't believe you. It sounds old played. Anytime someone's against you, you're like, oh, they hate Christians and they love trans. Therefore, you can't vote for them. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work because
we see that because in New York, it didn't work.
Exactly.
In Miami, it's not going to work.
Exactly. And the things that the things that they want us to be mad about are things that we no longer care about. Like, I think trans has completely jumped the shark.
Yeah.
It's like people are over it. You're trans? Fine. Fuck off. Like, fine. Fuck off.
It's eventually going to self-correct because if you're trans, you just can't live very long. You can't survive generations.
No, you can't. And so it's going to die on the vine, just like Junko jeans died on the vine, just like stovetop jeans died on the vine. I had those too, where the pant leg was literally this large.
Wait, I thought those were coming back. I'm pretty sure the young kids are wearing those big jeans again.
They're wearing the Junko stovetops?
Yeah, that's cool now.
Damn, bro.
Even the women wear the big jeans now.
What?
That's a new trend. Dude, what do you mean they died on the vine? They are totally back.
Last year.
Okay, fine. So you're saying in 2045 trans will come back?
Yeah, it always comes back.
Fuck.
That's just the way it is.
Well, at least I'll be old enough to just look at him and say, you're a faggot.
Dude, did you see
Faggot.
Did you see Tucker and Pierce?
I'm just saying it because you can't say it. Why can't you say it? Because in your Britain, you get sued. You go to jail for saying faggot.
It's a real thing.
True story. But in America, I can say it without repercussions. Amazing.
I am very pro-conservative values. I am very not pro the Conservative Party because I feel like the Conservative Party does not represent the conservative values that we actually believe in. But that's another story for another day. I do not want conservative areas to start voting blue. I think this is a bad precedent. I don't think this works out well. And this is going to be a fight in which, dude, if things keep on going the way things are going, Gavin Newsom will 100% win the next election. I know you're a Hunter Biden fan, but
I just
if
think
things are going the way they're going, Gavin Newsom's going. He actually put out this tweet, I think, on Thanksgiving. Let me see if I have it here.
Gavin.
Happy holidays to everyone except the seriously demented piggy who turned the Oval Office into a revolving door for grifters and cooks. A true discount bin administration dividing our beautiful country while shredding the Constitution in broad daylight. This clown slapped tariffs attacks on the working man and the working woman, cozied up to dictators like they were part of his Mar-a-Lago Rewards Platinum membership, and somehow made America weak and more in debt. Sick. He and his family are a welfare family for foreign grift, crypto scams, tax breaks with your money, and government handouts. They are little piglets suckling on the public through milking working people for every penny. And don't get me started on his dimwit Avengers, including Cash Money Patel, Dumb Pete, Cosplay Christie, the fake horse rider who many say sent 200 million tax dollars to her friends, and the whole gang of dozy dons, sickos covering up for creeps like Epstein. We can't even use the 25th Amendment because JD Just Dance Vance is too busy with the couch and would probably be worse. Don't worry, however, because California and the great Gavin C. Newsom, me, will rescue America from the sick scum. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
If you ever write a tweet or a post where you say your full name and then in parentheses me, you're a faggot.
Yeah.
Like Completely fake and gay.
He's like super fake. He's super gay. He's like
Super
a grifter. He's a liar.
But
He has screwed over the entire state of California. And in this tweet, he's not wrong.
That's what I took it out of my word. He's not wrong.
That's crazy.
What's crazy is I'm actually agreeing with everything he said.
Yeah.
Notwithstanding the fact that it's literally a mirror, which it could also apply to Gavin. All of it.
It could also apply to him every single word that he wrote.
Exactly. So it's just, he's saying, Trump, you're all this badness, when in reality it's like, dude, I'm just the exact same thing, in which I am complete agreement with him on both sides of that token.
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing that we are, amazing.
He's playing the game.
Now, the great thing that I can appreciate is that you and I recognize that for what it is. Meaning, you and I have matured. You and I are not on a left or right spectrum. Frankly, Trump is just as bad as Gavin Newsom says.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. It's hateful that we have to agree with it because he's factually correct, directionally correct.
Directionally correct.
But so the question that is on the tip of my tongue, Matt, is simply this. What shalt we do with such a position as the one that we're in? What is the American to do with this shit show of a political desperate housewives?
Well, I know exactly what I think that you would prefer to do.
Okay, what? You got a solution?
I have a solution, and someone is carrying out the solution. And apparently, the solution is to do a machete giveaway to the homeless. Roll the clip.
Can I get one more?
I can't. I gotta give it. I'll tell everybody. Yes.
Keeping the homeless in the street. Handing out machetes.
There you go.
Okay.
You're welcome. There you go.
I don't think this video is real.
No, it's totally real.
Like, the video is obviously real, but I don't think he's really giving out
There you go.
machetes. I think the whole thing's a skit.
No.
I think it's a skit.
Okay. So let's get past the skit.
Okay.
Skit or not,
Okay.
doesn't matter. Skit or not is what it is. Is what he's doing a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a horrible thing.
Why?
Why do you want to give people that are emotionally unstable and have several screws loose, why do you want to give them machetes?
So when I first saw this video, the left side of my brain lit up, and the left side of my brain said, "This is an amazing idea. I was like, this is awesome." My left side of my completely took this idea and was like, this is right and good. Why? Because if you hand out machetes to all the homeless people, the homeless population will diminish. That's it.
I think that there is more organization within the homeless population that people give credit for. I think there is hierarchy. I think that there are leaders. And if you give them all weapons, I don't think they turn on each other, but they turn on us.
You really think so?
And
Well-
then you need to send the National Guard in to clean things up.
Oh, big brain. Big brain. You see that big brain moment? Holy shit, bro. Big brain. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's doing the Lord's work. Maybe he's moving Agenda 2030 up. He's saying, guys, I'm going to give you guys weapons so that you guys can create trouble, so that we can bring in the National Guard, so that we can get to a police state faster. Maybe that's what he's doing. Now, why do I also think, somewhat tongue-in-cheek, that this is a good idea? Because we're already seeing that it's working, Matt.
Dude.
People say, what are you talking about? Go to Ireland. Go to England. Right? Go to Spain. Right? Go to these countries. You know what's happening there every day? Migrants with machetes are raping and murdering all the locals there every day.
I don't know why I'm laughing. Like, that's
It's
funny.
working. It's working. So Matt's like, so what Matt's saying is true. If you hand the homeless machetes, they end up killing the local population. It's working.
Did you see this video? I don't know if I can get it to Will in time.
I know this entire tirade was somewhat sick for you guys to hear, but that's literally how my brain works. I looked at it and I was like,
you are sick.
That's so fucking amazing. It's already working in Ireland and England where people are getting macheted, because the police are like, let's protect the immigrants and not the locals. Like, it's working. It's like, okay, well, let's do it in America. Let's see what happens here. The problem in America is you can't get that far because we all have guns. Which is why I think it's even better, because if they start attacking you and running at you like the memes of the people running at police officers with machetes before they get shot in the face, well, in America, you get shot in the face for that. So the homeless population would still decline. Win-win. Win-win. They kill each other, and then when they start turning on the populace shoots them, and everything goes down. That's all. It's kind of working.
We live in a system where we need homeless because without the homeless, it is difficult to get people to have something lower, because we do have a social safety net in this country. People say, oh, no, like free market. No, like we're actually kind of a socialist country because we do have free safety net for most Americans. And the only way to keep the bottom rung working is to have even a lower bottom rung. Therefore, I don't think we'll ever solve the homeless problem, nor do they want to solve the homeless problem. And I think that's what it is. But I did see this video, and I don't know if Will can get it up. Can you get it up? Will?
That's what she said.
Well, can you get it up?
Yes.
Can you get it up? Will's trying.
I'm sorry. I've been diddied too long. I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's try. Oh. There you go. America's drug addiction crisis is so bad. The Japanese are now trolling us with the fentanyl fold. West Coast cities like Los Angeles, Portland, San Francisco, and Seattle should be embarrassed for leading the way. It is a trend in Japan to make fun of the U.S. fentanyl fold.
Dude, the Japanese are so
That's
based.
where we are. That's where we are in this country.
The Japanese are so based.
We are in a place in this country where other countries are making fun of the U.S. fentanyl fold.
I love it. I love it. I celebrate this with my full heart. I celebrate this. That Japan, go on with your bad self. Continue to be based as fuck. Again, I love it. I love it. Do you not share the same joy?
I think it's like hilarious and sad.
Well, why?
Why
Why'd you have to bring in the sad word?
That's sad.
It's hilarious.
It's so bad here that
it's memeable.
It's memeable.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
That's when you know it's hit mainstream.
That the U.S. culture has become a meme, and the meme is the fentanyl fold. And when they do this, everyone in the world that's watching and laughing at this goes, "Oh yeah, that's America now."
I know. That shows that the fentanyl crisis is so globally well known that you have Japanese 30-year-olds mimicking California and Philly. Have you ever been to Philly? That's Philly. Philly.
It's San Francisco. It's California.
Yeah, it's all California. It's all California, but like Philly, I have a kind of liking for New Jersey, but Philly, it looks just like that. It's terrible. It's terrible. But yes, Japan. Stay based. Keep ripping on the realities of the world, because the Japanese are one of the few cultures that are willing to put posters on subways where it's a loud monkey, showing that you don't want to be a loud monkey on a subway. Like, how based is that?
Be based. See you guys next week.